Now it's time for the demo. So I'm going to show you the demo, end-to-end demo from Squirro integrated into the CRM. So in this case, this is an example of Salesforce CRM, but not only Salesforce CRM, but we do integrate as well with different CRM, such as Microsoft Dynamics or others. So when we start, we are greeted as a main user to the main screen. That allows you to have some personalized information already. And so we call it here communities. Depending on the different accounts you are working with, you can subscribe to those communities. You can see here in this case, I'm subscribed to the Target Corporation, the Walgreens, and so on. The system is also going to give me some recommendation based on my activities or the different account I'm working with. So for example, if I want to follow, for example, industry accounts that are relevant in my industry, in this case, or opportunities or even leads. Let's go into the main screen. So here, this is the personal view, and we support two personas as of today. The main one is the persona's sales rep. So the sales rep will have a consolidation of all the different accounts from his own sales rep. So it's seen here as the world, or you can have the view from the sales rep account. So if I click here, now I will be greeted with only my account as a sales rep. So in this case, I would have here the Target account or the Mercy account, and I have a consolidated view about the sentiment about those accounts. So I can see in this case, I have three clients, my clients, that I have positive sentiment, or I have also two accounts where the negative sentiment is visible here. And we can see in this case here that we have Mercy negative sentiments. This is really an important aspect because Squirro will give you those recommendations and those signals automatically and to take actions. So if I see here, for example, a negative sentiment, then I want to go to the account and I want to drill down and really understand what's going on with this account and why this account is actually negative. What I have here as well is the news. So news can come from many different outlets, can come from internal news, for example, call notes and so on, or external news. So we support just public news, any public news you can imagine, but we support premium as well news outlets such as Refinitiv and FactSet and so on. So now let's move on to the product expansion. So I see that for the target here, I want to better understand what's going on here for the product expansion. So I just click on it, and now I go to the next screen that allows me now to drill down into what kind of signals, or I want to understand where those signals come from. I don't have only product expansion here, but I have also three other signals. For example, rumor that was generated between March 23rd to March 26th. And then we have also here an example of a product launch. Where does this information come from? Well, it comes from the news, article, news, and so on. And so we have been able to identify those different signals. Here, rumor, here, product expansion. And when I click on it, then I will be directly located where this rumor comes from. So this is now really a way for the end user to take action again. So what kind of action can I do here? Well, I think this is actually a good rumor in this example. So what I want to do, then I want to be able to create a new lead. And then I go directly back to the Salesforce in this case, I create my new leads, and then I can move forward in this case. Good, let's go now back to the homepage. So back to the homepage, we have now this information again about the different accounts, but I want to go now really get into the 360 view of the account. Again, I take as an example here the target account, and let's go to the account. So what I see here, 360 view of my account. We have many different information about this account. The one we have here is the engagement. So very important aspects of mainly, I would say, sales manager, but not only. It could be definitely also as a sales rep, because I want to see who talks to who with my accounts. So in this case, I can see that Henry King here has been the most active for the past 30 days and has been talking to quite a few of the contacts at Target in this case. So very interesting. So maybe I need to talk to Henry and really understand what's going on. Then we have also information, a roll-up about all the activities that's going on with this account. So here, product and topics. And obviously, then we having also analysis on the sentiment that allows you to get a better sense of if this account is going into the right direction or not. Where does that come from? Again, textual information. So I can at any time go and drill down about this information. So in this case here, I take a call note, and here I'm greeted with the call note itself to better understand what's going on. I can even go deeper if I want to. So I can open this view here, and now I have the sentiment and engagement over time. So I can see here with the blue line that we have the total engagement. So we see here the engagement is picking up beginning of the year, and then it goes a bit down. The same with the negative and the positive information. If I go down, I have now the communication map. So this is like another view, if you will, about who talks to who from the target account, contacts, and the sales rep. So the place here is the more people are talking to each other. Now we go a bit higher, and I'm interested in the call notes. So this is a typical view that is used to see all the call notes in one view. So those call notes are obviously available in Salesforce, but here we are using call notes to make it easier for the end user, and we add the sentiment for each call notes. So when we see, for example, a call note with the negative sentiment, then that's something that we should maybe have a look at. And then finally here for the 360 view, I have all the documents that are consolidated for this account. So as we all know, when we work an account, we need to be able to have an holistic view about what's happening from the document perspective. So the typical one are the sales presentation, the contracts, and any type of documents that you might need to have at your available here. We index all those documents so that if you need to search for documents, you remember like back then you did a presentation a month ago or so, so you can easily here search, and here we will use the cognitive search of Squirro so that you will be able to find the right document at the right time. Finally, the last view I wanted to show is the SWOT analysis. This is another view. This one is a view from the accounts. So we consolidate in all the accounts to have a better view of which one we should work on or not. We compute this by having this, if we look at strengths, for example, that we have the positive engagement and the high engagement. And on the other side, obviously, if we have a low engagement and a negative sentiment, then it's a threat here. So this concludes the demonstration of Squirro integrated in Salesforce. And I want to highlight three more elements to understand the value of this. The first one is really Squirro is there to consolidate the data silos. So when we talk about data silos, those are information in Salesforce, they could be information in SharePoint, public news, and so on. So this is really the view that we bring in a single coherent view. The second one is we generate insights and recommendation at the right time to be able to have the best next action for you ready in your dashboard so you can start the day right away. And then finally, we bring sentiment analysis and engagement map on one account or multiple accounts. Thank you, and this concludes the demonstration.